Okay, continuing on with the 13 Fat Boy, we now have the ThunderMax installed. We will be putting a set of tires on this thing in the morning, but right now we're going to focus on the ThunderMax install. So let's go through that step by step on this really pretty 13 Fat Boy with a 103. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the bike on. We're not going to crank it, we're just going to turn the switch on, see if it links up, and it does. All right, so I'm going to go through this real time with you. Remember, this takes a little bit of time, so you might want to skip forward to some of the parts or sit there and watch it, but this is going to be as close to real time as I can get it. Let me open up my Mountain Dew. All right. Just for those that don't believe me, that's what that is, Mountain Dew Zero. Maybe the corporation will get with me on some advertising. Okay, so the first thing it wants us to do is to enter the vehicle VIN number. This is important, don't skip it. If you do, you'll have a readout on your odometer that says VINERR. So we don't want to do that. So let's put the VIN number in it. 695. Let's test it and see what happens here. Don't worry about it if it comes up and says 131 M8 center cooled. As long as it says 103 twin cam, 103B, which is what this is, it's correct because it's got a 13 Fat Boy right there, domestic. So we hit OK. The next thing you're going to want to do, you don't have to do this, but just make the software happy and do it. So I'm going to put in my name in here. It seems to be easiest for me. It's still registered under warranty, so the guys at ThunderMax know who I am. They know this ain't no jive turkey stuff. Jive turkey is a reference from the 70s, in case you guys don't know that. Jive turkey. You youngins don't know nothing about no 70s slang. You old folks do. We're going to put purchased in here from SVT. If you click this little box right here, they won't send you an email. I don't think they do much of that stuff anyway, but they won't. So you hit close. That's going to transmit the warranty information right now to their facility in White House, Tennessee. Now we need to select a map. Would you like to do that? Sure. Let's go in here. This is a throttle by cable bike. Even though it's a 13, it is a throttle by cable bike. EFI maps. Big twin. Right there. Show all maps. 103. Stock cam. Load base map. Now, map editing and write modules and maps, yes. It does have compression releases, so yes. Now we're in there. One thing to note here, see that black background? And then on some of the other videos you may have seen where this background is blue. On the quote professional unquote version of the ThunderMax software, which is what this is, it will differentiate. If your software that you download from ThunderMax has basically a white background, it's the consumer version. You can't get a hold of this software right here unless you're a premier dealer or an authorized dealer. They just don't hand it out. It's a little bit more advanced. It shows a lot more information. The software you get, the consumer version software that you get does exactly the same thing. It'll get you right where you need to be. It's just as far as the shop is concerned, we sometimes need access to stuff that the consumer doesn't need to have access to. It's not being prejudiced, it's just the way it is. But the software you get online will get the job done. All the same maps are going to still be in there, the whole thing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the bike off, wait for the link light to go out. Okay, now we're going to turn it back on, wait for the link light to come on. I'm going to do this 3 times. Back off again. Back on again. Back off again. This is our 3rd time. And back on again. All right, this time we're going to go ahead and try to start it and see what happens. This bike only has 3,000 miles on it. It's basically brand new. 12-year, 13-year-old motorcycle with 3,000 miles on it. All right. Now before we start it, let's make sure we have a couple of settings correct. Let's go in here to module configuration, basic settings. We want to do the speedo calibration. This is a 13 Softail. So let's look through here and find the correct Softail, 11 through 17, right there. So we need to change this code down here to 43250, 43250, 43250. Okay, that is major important. Okay, so we're going to write module settings. Now we've got our idle set. Okay. Compression releases are activated. Rev limiters at 6,000. All right, so we can close this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the monitor button. We want to go to air fuel ratio curves. This is going to tell us air fuel correction versus engine temperature is what that is. AFR versus engine temperature. So right now that blue line tells us that the temperature in this room, or the head temperature in this room right now currently is 54 degrees. That's a live reading. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the engine, and we're going to let it go all the way to 180, and we're going to watch these cookies right here. The red is the map that we just installed, and we want to see if there's any green cookies moving up and down. Could mean that there's an intake leak, could mean that it's adjusting the fuel, could stay right where it's at. Every one of these is different. So just sit back and watch this. I may play music during the whole time so you don't have to hear rumbling if you're in your house or in your car. But you can watch it live in real time, and you can see how this thing reacts. All right, let me go ahead and see if it'll start. We're watching our AFR front and rear. It looks like they're going to come into play like they're supposed to. I don't think we got any problems. Closed loop correction is working good. That's the 2 gauges to the right down at the bottom. So as of right now, everything's normal. This is a fresh start, fresh tune. Looks like the charging system's working. It's idling a little bit high. See, it's already making some adjustments. Now that's fine right there, what it's doing. It's like I say, it's different for every bike. But right now, that's working like it's supposed to. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play some music so that it's not so loud, and I'll come back here in just a minute. But keep an eye on what it's doing. That way you'll know how ThunderMax is supposed to react. This is textbook right now. Textbook. This is the way it's supposed to be. Looks like we're at about 104 degrees. Everything is just rock solid. A person couldn't ask for anything better than this, man. This is what it's all about right here. hang in there. And once it gets to 180 degrees, I'll come back and we'll go over what's going on. All right, we've reached 180 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and let you know that this is one of the better initial idle tunes that I've seen in a while. It's really good, but you gotta remember, this is a stock engine. No cam, no fancy aftermarket parts. It's just got a high flow breather, a set of headers, and a tuner, which is a ThunderMax. So you got a stock 103 here with 3,000 miles, and it's acting textbook, just literally cannot ask for any better. We're gonna go ahead and button this one up. As time goes on, we'll do more of these videos on the ThunderMax. It seems like that's a popular subject right now. So, as usual, I really appreciate you watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, thanks for watching anyway, because I know you got this far in the video. I'm always here at the shop, usually. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me or call on the phone. If you're within 100 miles, come on by one day. You know, if you have something you want done, come on by and see the shop, talk to us. We're just regular dudes. So, all right, I'm Steve Carr, and I'll talk to you later.